We are in a Pride month. Wish you all a very happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Um, so I am here because I am gay, I'm an activist, and I write poetry sometimes. In my work, in trying to create a more inclusive society, in trying to overcome this hatred and prejudice that now exists in this world or has been existing, I and my team, we realized that the main reason for this hatred and the prejudice is ignorance. What we don't know, we fear. What we fear, we hate. And what we hate, we try to destroy. So, when we were trying to work out, how do we make our society more accepting? I come from a very really small town where there's very less tolerance towards, all these things. We realized that the one thing that we need to do most importantly is to create awareness about what is LGBTIQA, what are sexual and gender minorities, is it a disease, is it a choice? And it helped, like, going out to colleges and institutions, police stations, media houses, and educating people about biological sex, that there is male, female, and there is intersex. Educating people about gender identity, that it's not necessary that a person might identify with the gender that was ascribed to them at birth. So that really helped. Most of my poetry is going to be about that. I am also Sindhi. I don't know if many people know that Sindhi is a caste. Yeah, but a lot of people don't. When I meet people, and our language is dying. One of the things that I recommend people who come out to their parents and family is that what helps is trying to communicate with your family in your mother tongue. आप अगर मराठी हो और अपने माँ बाप को बताना चाह रहे हो कि आप ट्रांसजेंडर हो या लेस्बियन हो, तो जब आप अपनी भाषा में बोलोगे ना तो उनको ज़्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा, वो हार्ट टू हार्ट कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे. लेकिन हमारी तो भाषा अभी ऐसे रही है कि हम घर में ही सिंधी नहीं बोलते हैं, हम घर में भी इंग्लिश, हिंदी, और हम जिन राज्यों से वहाँ की लोकल लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं, जैसे मैं महाराष्ट्र से हूँ, करने के लिए. तो I'm going to use this platform of Sahitya Sammelan, since it's not just about readings by LGBTQI writers, but it's also about writers from different language. So I'll be reading my poetry in my mother tongue, that is Sindhi, and it was very challenging for me to write and create poetry in my mother tongue because frankly we've never even spoken it. I don't even think in that language. But I know there are others like me in my country who would need this when they communicate with their parents about their sexuality. Before I begin, I want to thank a few people who helped me with my Sindhi, that is Bhavna Rajpal, Sahib Dadu, and Mohan Gyani. Mohan Gyani sir is also speaking at several other sessions here, Sahitya Academy's International Literature Festival. So I'll begin with my poetry. When you're going out and coming out to people, people have a lot of questions. They have a lot of misconceptions and preconceived notions regarding the LGBTIQA. One of the most basic preconception or misunderstanding that people have regarding homosexuality or transgender is that it is a disease. So this part of my poetry about how homosexuality is not a disease. And there's some Hindi in my poems, in the Sindhi poem also, an English poem. I'm not translating it. That Hindi is a part of my poem in Sindhi and English. Tu chahi to ma alag aaya, tu chahi to ma bimar aaya. तू चाही तो माँ अलग आया, तू चाही तो माँ बीमार आया, तू चाही तो माँ गलत आया. पर वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तो चए भाई जनसियत कुदरतिया पर घणन माण्हुनि में कोने. जनसियत कुदरतिया पर घणन माण्हुनि में कोने. अलग हूँ गलत नहीं, अलग हूँ गलत नहीं. हाँ माँ अलग आया पर न मां गलत न आया. ऐं मुझेड़ा घणाई आहिनि, मां अकेलो कोन आया. अलग हूँ गलत नहीं, अलग हूँ गलत नहीं, मेरे जैसे और भी है, मैं अकेला नहीं. I'm going to translate it in English. You say I am different, you say I am diseased. You say I am different, you say I am diseased. You say I am wrong. But WHO says homosexuality is normal, just not very common. Homosexuality is normal, just not very common. Alag hoon, galat nahi. Yes, I am different. But no, I am not wrong. And there are many like me. I am not alone. अलग हूँ, गलत नहीं, मेरे जैसे और भी हैं, मैं अकेला नहीं. Another misconception people have about homosexuality, that it is a choice. You know, that we choose our sexuality, we choose to become gay or lesbian.